So we're checking out Nova Patria today. This is it's in like playtest mode at the moment. I don't know if there's going to be a demo or not coming soon. It comes out early next year. This is sort of a Roman themed, strangely themed, but basically we're building ourselves a town. We're going to actually build multiple towns and set these things sort of up. There's a Steam page for this. There's a link and all that. But we're going to go out and build ourselves some Roman towns in this. Where's that we saw? It is where was it? Hopeful alternate history Roman steampunk world. And actually, I've been playing this a little bit. That actually kind of works because I've played some of these games where you're Rome or whatever, and you build Rome, you build your ludus and your whatevers, and it's okay, but where do you go from there? This one sort of adds in. Now you can start adding trains in, and you can start adding in steam stuff. And so there's a kind of a progression there, basically. But anyway, we'll pick ourselves a spot for our main town. But I got to tell you about my visit to the psychiatrist today. I went in there, and she told me that I have an issue with revenge. Well, we'll see about that. Let's build it. Let's build a town. So we got a lot of lakes. We got the ocean, lakes, and rivers. The ocean is salty. Rivers are freshwater. Lakes are freshwater. So we got to build ourselves like a capital and place it somewhere here in the world. This game does have music, but I always wary of playtests because playtests a lot of times don't have YouTube-friendly music. So I'm playing the Pharaoh soundtrack. I tried to find the Caesar soundtrack, but it was only like 15 minutes long. So we'll stick with Pharaoh. So let's go and see if we can put in our city here. I think I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go over here in this little bay here. Seems like a good spot. We got of course we got water. We got trees. We got a forest here. We got rocks over this way. In fact, we might actually do it over here. Yeah, let's go over here. Let's go right here. Boom. There is Hammervilla. Welcome to the beta build of the game. This is our tutorial. I got it figured out. So here's my town, and this is very I'm playing Pharaoh because it's kind of in that that puzzly Pharaoh Caesar-esque kind of a thing. So we've got ourselves our main town. We've got ourselves a house over here. And this house is going to create a person. This person wants fish. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put down a merchant dock. Well, we already got it there. And as we push play, a boat's going to come in from somewhere. And he's going to start selling me. He's going to start selling me some fish. And here he comes. So he's going to come cruising on in here to drop off some fish. And once that person in town here gets fish, then the town will grow. And as the town grows, the borders expand, and so you got putting more things in, like fishing docks and wheat farms and flower fields and logging camps and all the good city building stuff. We don't build towns or houses. They build houses. This is a tier 1 house, and it only eats fish. Now they're not paying taxes because they don't have fish. If they don't have fish, they don't pay taxes. And as soon as this fish man shows up, there he is, we will see the fish get transported over there. And we'll see the town grow here in a second. What upset the ocean for it to become salty? The other resources we'll bring in here. Right now we're bringing in fish and wood. There's also concrete, or I think it calls it cement, which we're using. The cement came in, and that's what we're going to build roads out of. And you may have seen those fish go flying down here down the road to the houses. And so this is sort of a production chain game. Anno style, that kind of thing. The fish has been delivered. There goes the fish getting sent down the road. Once it makes it over here to the house, it'll consume that fish. It's going to pay me taxes. And then we can progress from there. The town is now growing because we've got ourselves a healthy house. And as it grows, I can rename the city. Oh, let's call it Nookstone. There we go. Another trader is coming in. He'll keep on supplying us. And there we go. We have raised our borders here. We got another house coming in here. More fish coming in. They're going to come in here. They're going to get dumped off here at the... I guess they're going to the house. And then carry that stuff around. A couple things we can do. We can go ahead and make ourselves a road, which we can like connect this up a little bit like that. It'll cost some concrete, but it'll attach the towns because you can see as they hit like the grass, they go slow. So the roads are going to speed things up, and so our town will grow. But now, as soon as this house gets done, this will allow us to build another building. Right now, we have one building that we can make, but we can make another one now because this is coming in. The question is, what do we make? We probably want to do. Like we need wood. We know we need fish, wood, and concrete. You can see some of these squares have 1 tree, some have 2 trees. This one has 3 trees, and it's a forest, so we could easily get wood from there. There's some mountains over there. All of our resources are like here somewhere, so we can see where trees are, where stone is. What's that? Beach. Freshwater sources, right? Our aqueducts will use that. There's our access to fresh water there. We're not growing anything, but this is our resource range, so we can build an additional town out there, which we'll do probably pretty soon. Industry houses, no aqueducts yet, no roads there. So we can't get an eye on all that. And so now we're bringing, basically our money's going into upkeeping the city and imports. Taxes, we're getting $1,000 from taxes from our 2 places here. What I think I want to do, I think I want to go and put in, I think I'm going to put in 2 merchant docks, because then I don't need to import fish anymore, and we can keep our people fed and happy. Now we could do a wheat farm. Requires a river, no big deal. We got a river. The flour mill, however, requires a hill, and so we have to have, that's going to have to get back here to make flour. So it's not going to happen with this town. I think this is going to be Fish Town. And it has to be, we can build another one, but it has to be access to fresh water. Does it tell me? It doesn't tell me. It has to be accessible to fresh and the coast. So we're putting another fishman there. I was messing with this earlier, and that seemed to be the best way of doing it. So we can get double fish, and then we can cut off the fish supply here at the merchant dock, because we don't need to buy any more fish, because people are supplied with fish. The town won't grow if you don't have enough buildings. Right now, we basically have to keep that population and business going together. You say not very steampunk of them. Well, just wait, because we're going to build a monastery, which will then allow things like engineering, steam spun sphere set in motion by heat, which then will lead us into ballista venator, harnessing compressed air to fire iron bolts. The ballista revolutionizes the hunt, so our hunting and fishing docks do better. Lift works, and so we start building this kind of stuff. We start getting things like rail. Starts getting added in there. It's research of Iron Reach, wherever that is. Somewhere in here. The horseless chariot. Yeah. And we will start getting chariots running around on the place as well. So we probably should get one of those. Once we get this house done, we'll probably get the whatever that was to get the research. Good point. Can we not make a water mill? Flour mill. That's a good point. Why can't we make a water mill? Excellent point. Lots of things we can make in here, though. Water mill is not one of them. Logging camp actually would be good in there, because that would bring some trees in. It needs to be next to water, and so that's going to be a bit of an issue, but we can solve that, because we're the Romans. We build aqueducts. That's what we do. So we shall build aqueducts. This house is complete, and it's getting taxed, so we can grow this one more spot. And so I could come in here, I could try to put in a logging camp, but it has to be... Somebody's just not telling me what it needs, but it needs to be next to water. So I need to have access to water there. Which I can. It's just going to be a little bit extra. So, but first, I think I want to get the monastery. Cost me 3 cement, 2 lumber. It's going to get me some excellent research. And we're going to put it in right there, I think. Right there in the middle of town. And then we shall build. So I think what I'm going to do, maybe instead of getting wood here, we may make just like wood town. Well, actually, you know, there's not a lot of trees over here. It is a forest, but there's only 2 trees. There's a 3 tree spot. There's a 5 tree spot. Three trees there. So as soon as this guy gets done, He's now working, so research is not coming in, so that research is going to happen. Fish are getting distributed. I don't know why they're not going on the road. I guess it's faster to go that way. Oh, if they need to go over here, I guess they need to go that way. So let's go get a road. Let's get a road. So road's going to cost me a cement, which I'm buying. I'm buying from the, I guess, Rome. I think so. There is like a bit of like a little story here if you read through the Steam page. So, a hopeful alternate history Roman steampunk. The idea is it's 554, and Rome is thriving. And Rome is thriving so much that that technology is happening, and they've moved into like a new age of steam. That's kind of the idea. That's the premise, anyway. It's certainly different. Which I was thinking when I first was playing. I was like, well, that's weird. But it does add a little extra to the game rather than just like I said earlier, rather than just building the same thing over and over again. With a little advancement. I guess it adds an extra thing of technology. Okay, so we had a house tier 2 has come in. They want fish, but they also want flour. They're saying, you know what? This town's nice. Where's all the flour at? And so we got to go and we got to figure out how to get them flour. So the reason I got fish is because I can change those fish over to flour. We don't need to buy fish. We got 2 fishing huts right now. And so we're going to let this guy drop off. I'm going to start buying flour now. And so we can just supply that guy with flour. We could of course have a farm. We could do the farm thing, but we got to be up here in the hills. So I think what we're going to try to do with that house once it gets supplied is I think we want to go and see if we can expand and put a new city center in. Can I get up? Is that in range? I'm missing my... I had a little helpful thing. My little helpful thing has gone away. Oh, let's see. Is this in range? Doesn't tell me. Let's see. We want... So the helpful thing I was looking for was sort of like the city reach. Not that one. Resource range. That's what we want. So as long as we build our city center within range of that, we'll be in good shape. So we could build a city right there. That's next to water. We can get a road up there and distribute things over there. And then we can get access to the hill and the trees. Oh, man. That's the life. So, what was that, right there? So, normally I had a pop-up that would tell me, like, if it was in range of why it was red, why it's not green. But it's a playtest, so bugs happen. So, we can do it, like, right there. I think that's fine. And then we can, like, expand it. Like that. We gotta get a road there, because it's not gonna build it. They don't have any... There's no... well, they're actually gonna come. Here they come. Here come the supplies. So they're going to take the long route over there. Unless we build a road, and we can do diagonal roads, which aren't very beneficial because things don't grow on diagonals here. Like that. There we go. And so the cement's going to come in here and build it because it's just a ditch right now. Oh, those Roman roads. But with this here, again, the same thing. It's stalled. We can't do anything with it right now until this thing gets built, of course. And then the houses have to come in. We have to supply the houses with fish or whatever else. And then we'll get there. Thanks, Indie Gamer Boy. Are we good here? We have room for anything else? One house lacks employment, so we need a business here. So we can do like... There's a thing in here we can make. We can make a warehouse... which I think just expands the range of like our resource distribution. I think is what that does. The fountain upgrades our aqueduct reach. If we had an aqueduct, which we don't have yet. I can do a logging camp there, but let's do an aqueduct. So aqueducts have to start out here at the beginning of a water source. So we can really be from anywhere. We can come over here. I think I'm safe. Yeah, we can put it here, and we can like build our aqueduct like that. I'm going to go over that. Let me go. I don't want to go diagonally over that square there. So let's just go to there. A little bit of diagonals, but that's okay. Yeah, some old-fashioned aqueducts. So now, once this thing gets built, there goes the concrete to build my fancy aqueduct. We'll get a lumber mill in there. Or wherever else, wherever we put it. This actually might be a good farmland, because we got hills. Once this grows up, there's a house coming in now, so this is growing up. Civitas Day. Okay, okay. The aqueduct is being built backwards, but you can see there's a fountain on the end there. There you go, it's getting done. Fish be happening. I don't have a very good, like, meter on what we're doing. We can see we're producing 7 fish a week. We're eating 4.2 fish per week, so I guess maybe that's our measure thing. But we are spending a lot of money, so we gotta start making some money. So maybe, like, we gotta find a cash crop, something that's gonna make us cash. It doesn't have any fish coming down. Here comes the fish. So they're very slowly going there. I should have kept it diagonal. They're trying to cut through there. You dang fish! There they go. So now it's growing again. This is being taxed. The town is growing. Once it grows, we can put a business in. And we could do a wheat dock and then do the flour thing. Or, I know the next step up is jerky. And that is a hunter lodge and a smokehouse. This requires a forest. Does it require forest? And no, just a forest. So we could do some hunting over here. Oh, no text selected. Okay, that one's done. Our other choices, we have irrigation, which will give us wheat, vineyard, and tobacco farms, no longer requiring rivers. Or we can do the ballista one, where our fishing docks and hunter lodges do produce better, if not produce next to the same building, which is fine. Let's do that. So we're basically just... Are we taking a ballista out to the forests? That's the way to hunt. Is that house not done yet? It must not be. That one's undersupplied. Oh yeah, it's going to need a road, isn't it? Let's do that. Okay, this town needs to grow as well, but we can do that right now because we've got the aqueduct is there, which means that is a water source. Access to water, thanks to Mr. Aqueduct. Thank you, Aqua Nook, we call that. So that's what we call that one. Aqua Nook Rio. We want a, where's the wood guy? Wood guy, logging camp. Well, bam! The pop-up isn't working, but because it's on 3 trees, it produces more than it would if it was on 1 tree. And then, are you done yet? You done? Almost. And then, but it's expanded, so I think it's set so that we can put in the hunter lodge. Maybe not. I'm not sure my hunter lodge isn't working. Oh, because it's not fed. No, not enough fish. We need more fish. I guess we could, like... This is going to come in, and this will help out our fish business a little bit. Wood is coming in now, so we don't need to make any more wood anymore. So we can say, let's change the wood over to something else like... Well, we'll bring in fish for right now. Just to keep our fish supply stocked up. I wonder if we should do another fish man. I only did the one, didn't I? I was thinking I did 2, but I only did 1, didn't I? Oh, we got a level 3 house. Level 3 house. Look at that. Oh, someone fancy lives there. Look at that place. Okay, let's go get another fishing dock. Oh, you know what? I can't put a fishing dock in, though, because I need fresh water. So there will be no more fishing docks. Cities share resources. You can see this resources getting shared. And so this is where you're going to start wanting to put in things like railroads, because you got to get things moved quickly. And there is a certain amount of reach, a resource range, reach, shared industry, resource range, there it is. So that's our range. So if we want to expand that, we got to put in a warehouse, which we'll need to do so we can get up on this hill here. Still losing a lot of money. That guy's coming in. And yeah, I'm kind of in a bad spot because I don't have fresh water. I can make my aqueduct come to the beach. I think that would work. me see this fresh water. No, because it only ends right there, so we have to have it come in at a different spot. That's actually not going to work. Well, maybe we won't have any more fish. Well, it's okay. We'll have the hunter guy. If we can make a hunter. It doesn't say it requires... It provides raw meat, requires forest. So I'm not sure why it's not working. I think maybe it... I don't know. I don't have my pop-up. Well... This one requires a river. So we could put the wheat in and then put the mill up top there. So we would have flour. I'm not sure why the hunter's not working. So that can go there, and then the flour mill will go up here. I can do both of them. And it has a good range. Okay, I think that's in range of being built. But we of course need to get a lot of road stuff. By the way, this is the Pharaoh soundtrack. If I didn't say that earlier. This one requires lumber, and oh, it's still waiting on to be built. Well, there's a tech here we can get to help us out. I think it's that one. The lift works. Air becomes motion. Motion becomes order. With pressurized elevation systems, our storerooms expand skyward. So warehouses and merchant docks expand from 3 to 5 storage sections. I like the sound of that. So here comes some whatever that is to feed them. You're making me... Are you the right kind of wood? You might not be the right kind of wood. You're producing logs, but you need lumber. Okay. Okay. So we need a lumber mill. What's a lumber mill need? Cost $50. Needs a lumber and a cement. See, I'm not sure why it's not working. Makes it sound like it could work there. I think there's an issue with the water. There's some finicky things. Let's play test. Well, that's a problem. So we need to get... I'm going to like cut off the fish production for a minute and get some lumber. Bluefish are traveling the roads. Yeah, they're hopping down the roads. There they go. They're cutting through my... That guy didn't. These guys are cutting through. This guy has decided to go the right way. And they're going to feed the good people of Civitas Day. And it needs lumber. It needs lumber and cement. We got to get this stuff hauled over here. And tech done. So we are now making more fish and more hunting lodges, but they aren't working. There is a... Let's see, where was it? There was something here. A fountain. Upgrades aqueduct's reach. Doesn't really do me much good, though, because I've got water problems back here. We need water to get over just into this. I don't think I can make an aqueduct, like, split like this. No. I kind of think what we should do is we should kind of abandon this. I'm going to abandon this, because I think I need to get water over here into this forest. So let's abandon this. Sorry, we're demolishing an aqueduct. It's very loud. It's a very loud aqueduct we're demolishing. So now we've got... That is now access to water. So now can I put in a hunter lodge over here? No. I don't know what the problem... oh, it might be because I put these in. I'm gonna figure this out. Okay. Hunter lodge. Hey, hunter lodge! Okay, so hunter lodge is gonna go... Sure, there. And the smokehouse doesn't need to be... Smokehouse can be anywhere. So smokehouse is gonna be right... I guess it needs to be wet, though. So we'll put it... there. Okay, there we go. So now we'll be making some jerky, which is what these guys are going to want eventually. But we just need too much stuff. Once that tech comes in, we'll be in better shape. But we need more lumber to come in here. So now we're not bringing any lumber in. Okay, okay. This town is a little short. What should we do over here, though? I'd like to have another fishing dock, but I can't. I'm kind of stuck over here. There is my access is like... Let's take a look here. Oh, I have range over there. I'm not in range anymore. Aqueduct spots. So, I think... I'm not really sure what else to do to expand on that. Well, my road's getting built at least. The fish are just kind of cruising along wherever they feel. I suppose we could road some more over here, but we need more concrete if we do that. Here comes a bunch of, what is that? Oh, that's flour. Here comes the flour. They still need some jerky. This is where I knew I needed jerky. There it is. That's where we need it. So, and we'll start making it as soon as these guys are done. And we can give them jerky. I would like to put like another, I could put maybe another town over here, like that, but we need to be able to reach it, and that's where the issue comes in. I think if on this town, if it grows more, I could potentially put in a warehouse, which will expand my range. Which apparently only wants to go right there. Why? Maybe I can go over here too. Maybe it needs water. No, that's water and flat ground. I don't know. But that would give me range over there. Because I can't build an aqueduct from there because it's not in my resource range. And people are starving over here. Yeah, they got no fish. No fish. They got no jerky. Oh, is it working? Undersupplied. It needs, Oh, you consume logs for jerky? Oh. Well, I got logs. I wonder. So this town is stagnant because it's undersupplied houses. Building needs, city needs more buildings, does it? Did I because I got rid of that, I guess. So we could put, I guess, that mill back in there so we have logs. Or I wonder if it would be a good idea to put in a warehouse to help expedite the process of things moving along here. Where was that at? I thought I had a spot where it would go. There it is. How come it's working now? That might help. It's gonna hold. It'll hold stuff, so then maybe it can help out a little bit along the way. Let's do that, so we can help push things along. A fountain, I think, only goes at the end of an aqueduct. Yeah. To like push more water all around, I guess. I don't go there and push water. Oh, hey, that would work. Some of these I don't understand. Like, why does it work there but not over here? I don't understand. I don't understand those. If I had my pop-ups working, I would understand it. But that's okay. Okay, so we got to get, if we're gonna be smoking some fish, we do need the lumber mill still. Logging camp, I mean. We can't build it right now because we don't have enough. I don't think we have enough. What is the problem? We need to supply a house with stuff, which is you. You need your jerky. And this has grown. We got another house coming in, so this one's actually happening. Do we have the tech yet? No. So then once that's done, we should have... Once this is done, we will have... Or once this guy's done, then we'll start having carts on the roads. It looks like we got a cart. We got horses. And so they're going to take the stuff from the dock to the warehouse, so things should get moved around faster, which is what we want. And right now we're holding fish in here, we're holding lumber, and we're holding concrete, which is probably fine. We'll be able to hold 5 things as soon as this is done. This tech is done. Here comes some more wheat, which these people love to eat wheat. Or flour, I guess. And Civitas Day over here is kind of struggling because the fish is taking a long time to get there. So you're bringing in meat, but no wood. I think the wood would be better off over here. Like, if we can figure out how to get the lumber place, like, right there. That's got some trees. They both have it. I guess they don't need water. There's 2 trees there. There's, I think, 2 trees there. Let's just throw it in. I don't really like it. Maybe I should... Oh, I guess it's water, too. I'll put it there. So you'll have all the stuff for jerky. And we are almost making money. I made it down to $400. Oh. Okay. All right. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Times were tough in the Roman Steampunk era. You're working... As soon as you get your logs in, you'll start making... Or your planks in, you'll start making logs. There's 2 trees there. I can see a pop-up thing over there. And now you're producing logs. The logs are getting tucked... Oh, yeah, there we go. We got smoke. Now we're steampunking. Oh, we're smoke punking. We're doing something. I could potentially put in a fountain over here, if it'll let me. Expand so that I can put another dock in. Yeah, like that, I think. I'm out of resources. I think that's what's going on. And then I can have a second fishing dock, which I think I desperately need. More fishing docks, more fish, more better. Everyone's happy with more fish. So let's get a fountain over there for that. And then I guess the next step would be to get in, like, probably the farm. We may be able to do the farm in the mill here, and then of course we gotta start getting stone. There's a bunch of resources. We can start getting like gold. Well, maybe no gold here. No gold in the map yet. Gold iron. There is coal. Wild herbs. I guess these are just plain things. Stone. Limestone. And trees, of course. Lots of trees there. Ooh, look at my fountain. That's cool looking. Hey. This place needs is fish. Are we good? Oh, not you. So the town is growing. As soon as the town grows, there's another house that's coming in right now somewhere. Do you see it? I'm not sure which one it is, but there is apparently another house coming in. Full taxes over here. Everything looking good? Undersupplied houses. Needs more buildings. Well, if I can, I'll put a fishing dock in. That's what I want. It'll access to fish. It's access to fresh water and the sea. I'm not sure what I don't have. Needs more buildings. Oh, I thought that would work. Requires lake or ocean coast. Yeah, I'm not sure. Sand collector, a vineyard, huh? Well. Too bad that's not working. That's the whole poison. I put that there. It might need a... It does say it needs... It requires a lake or ocean coast. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. And Civitas Day over here is having problems again. It's consuming some fish, but it ain't making any fish. Houses are undersupplied because I'm not getting any fish in. Change that over to fish. Oh, fish. Bring that fish in, because I can't seem to get my fishmongers to work. Oh, look at that. Look at all that concrete. What is that? Concrete? Where's that going? Oh, it's going into the warehouse, because the warehouse is stockpiling its stuff. That's what's going on. So it's got wood, it's got concrete, and it's got fish. I probably should change that over to something else. And we could potentially start selling this jerky back. Weren't we buying it? We were buying it. But we don't need to anymore because we're making our own jerky. And then we've got the wood guy here. Are things going better over here? No. It's having some issues. But we could put in a lumber mill. I think would go in fine. And then we would have boards and logs. If we can supply it. So 2 logs needed for jerky. 2 meat needed for jerky. And you're making a lot more logs than you are meat. That's okay. There goes the jerky. It's going to head over back over here. Fish have finally come in. These should get stocked into our warehouse, especially if we get a good buy coming in here. But we don't have a lot of cash. What I would love to have is just another fishing dock. What's it take to get another fishing dock? That's what I need. A fishing dock, please. 1 fishing dock, please. And then what do we need for a warehouse? $100. Some of these I'm not sure. I'm not sure why some of them do work, some of them don't. Oh well. We got a good range. What's our range on our warehouse now, though? That. So still not quite enough to get over here. So we could put in... I don't think our aqueduct would actually reach over there. If we wanted to put another one in, I don't think it would work. But anyway, that's a good look at Nova Patria with the Pharaoh music playing. We got the basics down. We've got lift works. Oh, we should look at that one. Next up, we can go into Terra Liquefacta. Pressurized streams we tear through stone and soil, unearthing veins of ore once buried beyond reach. So limestone, coal, iron, gold mines are better. We're not there yet. Aqueduct's going to go further, and they provide an additional 4 tiles of water on the next one. This is like this is pre-early access. This is like beta build. It's supposed to be coming out here at Q1 of next year. So yeah, it's very early days. So keep that in mind when things aren't quite all clear. Probably these fishes, they got to come around here to go there. I guess we could put a road in like, well, you know what? We could do a diagonal road. Oh, no diagonal bridges? Well, all right, we'll just put a couple extra bridges in. Like that. So now they're getting supplied with fish, making them happy. They're now fully taxing. And look, we're making money. Well, there we go. Cash. And you're making me boards, which means that you should start stockpiling boards. I can put more things in here. I want you to hold in like flour in here as well. And hold some of that jerky while you're at it. And then you don't need to be buying some things. We're making our own boards. I probably should put... Look at all the stuff they've got in here, though. I should probably keep cement on the table. We'll keep buying flour. But then we can sell... What do I have extras of? Nothing, really. We could sell some jerky. We want... I don't know which one that pop-up isn't working again. Maybe out? Go out? I'm not sure which one that is. Are we making any money? Taxes. I think taxes are really our better way of doing it. Exporting jerky to overseas. There we go. There it is. And then we're also going to export some some logs. If we have any extra logs, we'll get rid of those too. We'll get rid of those. Yeah. Exporting logs to overseas. $4 an item. Yeah. Look at this. We're making money. Well, not yet. We're actually losing money at the moment. Oh, we've got ourselves a tier 3 house over here. They like flour, fish, and jerky. We got the jerky supplied. The flour and the fish will be here shortly. If only I could build a fishing dock where I wanted to build it. There's not really other access for a fishing dock. We could build another town. Like, if I get another warehouse and expand and get another town over here, I could put in a good-looking farm town, or fish town, I suppose, over that way. I'm not sure why I can't build another fishing hut. But yeah, pretty neat, neat little Roman-themed, Roman steampunk. I mean, we see those all the time, so it's nice to see that they stand out a little bit. So many Roman steampunk games. Anyway, so there's Nova Patria. The Steam page is right here. It is by Sour Interactive and Judastone Studios making this one. Oh, okay, yeah, and we're also, that's right, on to discover the New World. So we're actually like, I guess we're in the Americas. Romans in the Americas. And look what, you can eventually have some, you know, some proper systems going on. Apparently. Oh, look at that. Look at that thing. It's like a metal horse. Steam-powered horse chariot. So while you're watching this, you're probably thinking to yourself, oh, look at that. Why steampunk? That's why. Look at that. Look at that. You've got a Roman steam-powered train. And Roman steam-powered horse chariot kind of thing. Fantastic.